Hey guys, as you can hear, we are mostly back. I'm going to take some Buckley's, which if you're one of my non-Canadian viewers, you won't be familiar with Buckley's. This stuff is Canada's best invention. I don't know how it's different from any. My throat still does feel a little like delicate and raw. But we are significantly better than every other time I tried to start this video. I am a little nervous because I do have tickets for a concert tomorrow night, and I am worried I will undo all of my progress, but I really want to go. So welcome. This is going to be the fall reset, and like the deep clean, the cleaning part of the fall reset, but I'm going to do it kind of vloggy style. There's going to be a lot of that. I do apologize. I'm working from home today. I might be in the office the rest of the week. We'll see how this goes. This has been a very weird illness. It's been very like in here. Like I have barely needed to blow my nose at all. I bought tissues and I've used approximately 4 of them. More because I've been rewatching The Vampire Diaries and it made me cry. And I use some tissues then, but I don't normally keep tissues in the house. I'm normally a toilet paper girl for budgetary purposes, but it's my lunch break. I just put on a load of laundry. And then I need to heat up some food. I went and I bought some frozen meals from M&M Meat Shops. If you're Canadian, you'll know. In a Rexall to kind of keep me going as I was rapidly running out of food. And yeah, that's where we're at. So tonight I need to do this load of darks, and then I'm gonna do that flip. It will wash while I'm on my lunch break, and I should be able to go get it and hang it out or put stuff in the dryer, depending on. We're getting into like hoodie season, so there's more stuff for the dryer than there used to be over the summer, but obviously had no mail because I've been on strike. I have some stuff to catch up on for volunteering. I have to go grocery shopping and cook food tonight. I haven't done like a proper grocery shop, honestly, I think since before I went on holiday. So that's the end of September, like the last full week of September. And we are solidly mid-October. I'm also like, I have missed a lot of October. October is one of my favorite months. Because I was sick for like a full week. So it was wedding, hungover, like, oh my God, I was so hungover. I don't know if I should put this on the internet. I had to ask my friend's husband who drove us to the wedding to pull over on the 400, which is like the big highway that goes north and south to and from Toronto, so that I could throw up. We pull off onto this exit ramp so that like we're not, in the middle of traffic, and I throw up, but we pull off in front of an ambulance that's already there, like responding to something going on with 2 other cars, and then like 3 police cars show up. Obviously they have to like check and make sure that I'm okay. Oh my God. Oh, it felt really bad. It felt really embarrassing. And then on Saturday, I just lay in bed, honestly, for like the rest of the day. Sunday, I had the music festival thing with my friends, and that was great, but probably contributed to the voice loss. And then woke up on Monday, no voice, and it just got worse throughout the week. I think I felt my worst Tuesday, but then Wednesday and Thursday were pretty rough as well. I took Wednesday and Thursday as sick days. I tried to vlog a few times. Here we are. I did not do anything at all for Thanksgiving. I lay on my couch and needle pointed and watched The Vampire Diaries. I have left the house exactly twice since last Monday, and I think I might go to a slightly further away grocery store just to get in a walk. I think that could feel really good. I have been masking like the 2 times I've left the house just because like this has sucked. So yeah, there's that. And then tomorrow night I have the concert. And I might have to go to the office tomorrow. I don't know. Technically, like, this is my last week of 3 days in the office. Next week we switch to 4. So I feel like I should be following the rules this week, but I might not, because nobody wants to be around me right now. I am going to mask at the concert if I'm still coughing tomorrow, and take some medicine and stuff. And then, so tonight I think it's going to be like a catch-up night. I need to take out the garbage. I need to take out the recycling. I've already got laundry in. I need to do groceries. I need to cook. And depending on how, no, I'm not going to have time. Never mind. Scratch that. And then tomorrow night's the concert, so that's a write-off. So then Thursday night, I think I'm going to do the bedroom. And then Friday evening, we'll see how I feel. All of this is going to depend on how I feel. But Friday evening, I think the kitchen. And then I don't think it'll take me that long to do this room. I think I can hammer it all out next weekend if I don't make any social plans. Oh, I will say, getting sick is a great way to save money. If you don't let yourself order food. And I did not let myself order food. I was very, very tempted, but I didn't let myself. Anyways, I need to heat up some lunch. I've yapped far too long. And I'm going to open some windows because it's really warm outside, and I'm going to let this place air out a little bit. Hello, I've returned from the grocery store. I'm so sweaty. Excuse me. I spent $96 and something, and we have 2 apples, 2 pears. So my meal plan for at least the first bit of the week, I didn't plan into the weekend, because I think I might make like a little Thanksgiving dinner-y type thing, since I didn't do that this past weekend because I was so sick. So I'm making turkey pumpkin chili, and that should get me through the work week for lunches and dinners. And then my snack, I was going to do, I think it's Liberté, it's the black container, does this pumpkin spice yogurt that is so good, but I can't find it anywhere. So I got, you'll see later, a chai spice, and so the apples and the pears are for with that. Apples are for today and tomorrow. Hopefully the pears are ripe by Thursday, or whatever day that is. Onion for the chili. The recipe calls for green and yellow peppers. It was going to be $5, $4.99, $5 for a yellow pepper, and this was $4. So I got this. This is mostly chili ingredients. Diced tomatoes, red kidney beans. I have been wanting to make some caramel nut bars for the vet clinic. They had caramels. I saw them. We'll do that. Diced green chilies. There are 2 of these in here somewhere. I got 2 cans of pumpkin. I actually have pumpkin in the freezer, but I forgot to take it out. And I will use this. So, milk. I understand why chocolate's gotten so expensive. Global shortage. I get it. $18 for the big bag. Or it was $6 each for the normal size bags. So, I was like, actually, it's almost the exact same price now that I think about it, because this is $17.99. Those are $6 each. This isn't really better value for money anymore. Interesting. Butter, minced turkey, and pudding pack, because I'm going to make some chocolate chip cookies. Hey guys, I'm just making my lunch. Clearly it's Wednesday, and I'm clearly working from home today. I am still coughing. I will be masking at my concert tonight. However, I was just standing here thinking, because it is a year to the day that I started my new job. And I just got served this TikTok with this girl talking about like how quickly things can change and how like quickly good things can happen and stuff like that. And in the last year, I have had hip surgery. Well, that was in August, so that was more than a year. But like, I was still on a crutch this time last year. I was down to one crutch, but I was still on a crutch. In the past year, I have relearned how to walk, relearned how to jump, relearned how to walk up and down stairs, started a new job, moved across the province twice. My cat died. But like, I have so many things now that I have spent so long working for. And I mean, we got to get on the job hunt because my contract expires in April. And that scares me because I do not have a good enough emergency fund saved up because I spent it on Montana. Life is crazy, dude. That is my thesis statement. And you can work for things for so long. Like when I moved to Sioux Lookout, I never stopped applying for jobs because I knew I didn't want to stay in Sioux Lookout. I didn't want to settle in the north. And I was there for 4 years and I never stopped applying for jobs, which is why I'm like nervous about the job hunt. But life is crazy. Anyways, that's all. Sorry. This is what I'm having for lunch. I've got some egg bites and some toast. Okay, I'm operating off the assumption that you can see me and not checking because I am getting ready for the Ali and AJ concert tonight. I'm really excited about it. I am wearing my favorite t-shirt. I would be surprised if this isn't in like 25% of my videos because I wear it so often, especially when I'm like cleaning or anything like that. Like it is the perfect big t-shirt. I'm really hoping they haven't changed their merch since 2022 when I saw them last in Minneapolis. I drove down from Sioux Lookout. Because I really want a Silver Deliverer version of A Touch of the Beat shirt. And I was just listening to their latest album, Silver Deliverer. And realized that the saddest song on that album is about one of their really close friends dying. And they found out when they were in Toronto for their last tour, which makes me a little concerned that we are going to get the saddest song on the album at our show because it says Toronto in it. Although it might be too, like it is a sad song. It's about not knowing like when the last time you're gonna see somebody is. I have not put makeup on in days and I'm using a different sunscreen. I ran out of my other one and I found this one when I was cleaning out closets, so I'm using it because I have it. It's really slippy though, so we'll see how this lasts. So I thought while I was getting ready we could chit chat a little bit about some of the things that I want to get done this fall, and kind of continue from what we talked about at lunch, which was the fact that it's been a year at my job and my contract is an 18-month contract. I'm gonna use this like 3-barrel waiver thing tonight. I haven't used it in a very long time. I'm curious to see if it still works. However, it is disgusting. I got this in 9th grade, I think, when we did Leader of the Pack, the Ellie Greenwich musical. I was just in the chorus. But you definitely know, so Ellie Greenwich is a songwriter, like a pop songwriter of the 50s, 60s, 70s probably. Like she does the go into the chapel and we're gonna get married. And oh, it was in all the Shredded Wheat commercials. I'll see if I can find it. But like, you know, a lot of her songs, even if you don't know her. And we had our hair, because it was like 60s-ish, we all did our hair with those waivers. And they got a really good deal on them. So if you wanted to buy them, it would like support the musical and stuff like that. So naturally. Anyways, we got distracted. When you want to update my resume and cover letter, like big time, it's been a long time since I did like a really solid update. Like I'm thinking even like the design of it and stuff. I mean, I don't have like pictures or anything on my resume, obviously, but like, you know, the font choice and the style of it. I think things have changed since like 2019, which is probably when I did like a last really good refresh. So I want to make sure that I'm putting my best foot forward, obviously, with the resume. I need to put my duvet cover on my bed because it is getting chilly. I would really like to go to a pumpkin patch. We didn't have access to things like that up north, at least not in the up north where I was. I do not own a car though, so that might make it a little bit challenging, but I would really like to go to like some sort of like fall fair, craft fair, pumpkin patch thing. I need to figure out my Halloween costume. I really want to go out for Halloween. And I need to get a haircut, like a full haircut, not just a bang trim. My hair's gotten really long. And after a while, I feel like it starts to just like pull me down, you know? So I have literally no clue what to wear tonight either, which is causing me a modicum of stress. It's like not, you know, it's no Eras Tour, short and sweet tour, etc., where like people get really dressed up. Like I imagine it's going to be a pretty casual crowd, but I'm definitely wearing jeans. As much as I said in my October reset that I can't buy any clothes this month, and I can't. I do need some fall winter clothes. 'Tis unfortunately a fact. So then I think I'm gonna do Charlotte Tilbury Passion Kiss on the lips. And then I think I'm just gonna do a little something shimmery. No, not full sparkle, just a little shimmer. I feel like a good black V-neck would be ideal for this situation. Like a long sleeve black V-neck. By this place earlier and it looked so good. I really want to go. Okay, I am home. I didn't have time to show you guys before I left. I took my boots off already because my feet are killing me. I think that I have developed a walk that is like, I am striding down these sidewalks and I don't think it's going to work with boots. My feet are really sore. It worked really well with sneakers over the summer, but I wore this like this cami thing with my new jeans and then this like faux suede jacket. This is how my hair turned out. Next time I need to make sure I don't get any of my bangs in it because that's not great, but I like the hair. The fit is okay. I got my second shirt, which I'm thrilled about. It looks and feels, I mean, obviously it doesn't feel the exact same, because my Touch of the Beach tour shirt has been washed about 800 times. But yep, adore. They put on such a good show. And then I've been getting a lot of videos on TikTok recently about like asking people, what do you think your perfect album is? This is my answer. A Touch of the Beat gets you up on your feet and out and into the sun. As I said in the intro, we're going to tackle the bedroom today. So I'm going to back up a bit. So we're going to, these sheets need washed. I'm going to strip the bed, change the sheets. But we're going to clean out all of this stuff so we have room to work. But I'm going to rotate the mattress. I didn't make the bed this morning because I knew I was doing this. We're going to change out the pillow covers on these pillows. I would love to get autumn-y pillow covers, but not right now. And we're going to put my duvet cover back on the bed and rotate my mattress. So we have some clearing out to do before we can get to that. I'm hoping that when I have the mattress off the bed, I would really like to vacuum under there because that's really one of the spots where I know there's a lot of cat hair still. And see if I can make room to get my fan underneath the bed. So I'm going to set you up on a tripod. Now, if I was doing these properly, I would also do all the laundry for this tonight. And if I had in-unit laundry, I probably would. However, I don't have in-unit laundry. I'm tired. I forgot I stopped filming for a second, but I'm not putting the mattress back down and doing that again. You'll have to imagine it. Okay, let's see what we're working with. I think we can definitely get more down here. Oh, there's my other slipper. That's a brown box is a Halloween costume, air mattress, summer clothes that I'm emotionally attached to, bags that are really useful for moving, paint tray, slippers, suitcase. You can definitely get the slippers out. Actually, I think we're gonna get everything out. The vacuum is not fully charged. It is slightly charged, but it is charged enough, I think, to get through this. And then I'll get the mop and bucket out, and then we'll be able to put the mattress back down. Long story medium, when we moved, I left the bolts that hold the headboard and the footboard onto this bed frame at my parents' place, and my dad custom built me some bolts to allow me to put this bed frame together. However, because they don't have the curved washer thingy, they don't work as well as the normal bolts that it came with, so I occasionally have to tighten the bed frame. Okay, so I do agree still with this bag of clothes that I'm sentimentally attached to going in the hardest to reach corner. And then the bag of moving bags up here. And then I don't use this suitcase as much anymore. And it has pillows stored in it. Right there. And then my off-season clothes will go right there. there with the zipper facing out just in case I need something out of there. My air mattress I'm going to put here. And then put the 2 suitcases I do use the most here. Because that's been working really well for me. Sponsor me, Monos, if you see this. Monos, I think they say. And then my Halloween costume can go right there. I do think I'm going to rewear that Halloween costume this year. People in Toronto haven't seen it. Maybe people on Sea Lookout have. However, while the mattress is out of here, I'm going to vacuum and mop this stuff. I did not record any of that window cleaning, but just know that. Ideally, I would wash the mattress pad, but I'll do that next time I have the sheets off. It's like 9 o'clock. I need to get my sheets back on, so here we go. And I only have 1 mattress pad, and I'm not buying another. I do not have the space to store a second mattress pad for like the 2 times a year. I want to wash it and don't have time to wash it immediately. Okay, pretending that the pile of laundry isn't there. That looks really good. Once again, I did not hit record, but I washed this, put my drying rack back in, and reset out my shoes. Still not, able to put my laundry basket in here, but that does look a lot better, so we'll take it. Hello, friends. I come to you from the kitchen with a significantly even more improved voice than last week, somehow. And I reset my bedroom on Thursday, and it is now the following Thursday, and I have not touched anything in my apartment since. So, we're also in somehow an even worse state than we were last week with just like surface cleaning. So I have the biggest pile of home laundry I've ever seen. All of my towels need washed, my quilt, my pillow shams, cleaning cloths, like so much. There are dirty dishes in the sink that have been there since Tuesday. I did just take my recycling down, so round of applause, please. I have a massive pile of ironing. Luckily, I don't have that much clothes laundry to do. So there is that. That is a positive. There's a pile of shoes at the door. And I haven't even touched the deep clean of the kitchen. So I think tonight the goal is get the home laundry, at least one load done. It's definitely 2 loads, but at least one. And maybe I just suck it up and do both, pending. Get the sink empty of dirty dishes. I need to make dinner first. Get my ironing done and start making space over there in the living room for all of the stuff to come out of my kitchen and do the deep clean tomorrow night and start taking stuff out of here that like I'm not going to need in the morning. Luckily, I have been eating my way through my fridge and freezer this week. So my fridge and freezer are nearly empty. Maybe not as empty as they should be, but getting close. So we'll be able to clean those out properly. I'll probably do the fridge and the oven on Saturday, but I'm hoping I can get through all the cupboards tomorrow evening after work. It has also been my first week back with 4 days in the office this week, and I had something on like every evening after work. So that is why I haven't touched it since Thursday. And I forgot, like these are literally crooked because I bumped into one of them. And then I haven't gotten to my bookshelves either. I have realized I have 3 loads of household laundry, but one of them isn't quite big enough, and I wanted to, like it's not a full load, and I wanted to wash this, so that's actually perfect. I haven't washed this yet, so I'll let you know how it holds up. I have all of the big lights on, so you know we mean business. This is one of the things I was looking for. Also, if you see me looking like I'm muttering to myself, I have Where Is My Husband by Ray stuck in my head. You know the part if you know that song. Before I get too much further along with taking stuff out, I had all my baking stuff and then like random boxes of cereal and most of those beverage cups up there. And I do think baking stuff works, but this cupboard is just so big and so high. I definitely need to figure out how to organize it better. And then this is where all of my containers and tea bags and extra water bottles were. Then this is really hard to get into beyond like the top, like the bottom one. Montana used to hide there because I can't get in there to put anything there. This is where I air dry all my dishes. This is my coffee station. I have a temporary garbage bag, cutlery drawer. I hate that mess at the back. Tea towels and like food storage stuff. And then, oh, I'm gonna go to the Nespresso store tomorrow. So I think I have another bag of Nespresso pods in there too. But I have my Dutch oven, my waffle maker, my salad spinner, and my mixer. This is my trash and cleaning products, and there is another bag of Nespresso pods. but this is going to stay the way it is. However, I do think I want to get one of those like tower thingies. The only problem is it wouldn't actually work there because that cupboard can't open all the way because of the oven. Okay. I just noticed that now. Oven, microwave. This is like my pantry drawer thing. This is a mess from like spilling spices. Glasses and creamers, mugs and butter dish, Nespresso pods, matcha powder, wine glasses. And this is more pantry stuff, overflow pantry stuff and plates. This is the cupboard that bothers me the most, and I'm in here the most. So we need to figure that out. And then this also bothers me. I have been wondering, you can get these things that you can put on here where you can pull it out. And I have been wondering about those because I'm losing a lot of space at the back, which is why I have so many jars back there. But I have been wondering about those. They are about $90 each in Canada though. So, but yeah, that's what I have in here. And that's basically the whole kitchen. So, and then I have some art up there. I actually do use this. I put like tea towels that I'm done with but aren't dry enough to go into the laundry basket in here. However, I am wondering about getting a pegboard and using it to store a bunch of stuff. I've also wondered about getting shelves and putting them here with all my mugs on them above my coffee and moving those art pieces over here because this, I believe, is a plaster wall and this is a concrete, like a solid concrete wall. So drilling mug, like screws into here for mugs is impossible. So, well, I mean, it's not impossible. It is beyond my capabilities. Hey guys, it's Friday evening. I am going to go, I have no food. So I'm going to go get a burrito. It is 7:30. I had a couple calls for volunteering after work, so I'm just starting now. So we're gonna have a late night, but that's fine. I am going to go get myself a burrito. I got the results from my updated iron testing, and they're not great. So obviously supplementation is continuing, but I also need to work on some dietary changes as well. So I'm gonna go get some red meat and some leafy greens and some fat to help absorb them. And then we are going to get stuck in. So I estimate that I won't be starting until 8:30. But if I can get going on this tonight and work till like midnight, 1 a.m.-ish, I think we'll be in a really good place. This is not a big room. I have to keep telling myself that because it genuinely took me 4 days to do this in my kitchen in Sioux Lookout. But there was a lot more kitchen in Sioux Lookout. Like this is probably a quarter the size of my old kitchen. With the exact same amount of stuff in it. But, well, actually no, because I didn't have enough stuff to fill my kitchen cabinets, so I used my kitchen cabinets to store a lot of other things. Okay, hello. I have emptied all of the cupboards. Boom. That's what I meant by spilled spices. This is the one that needs the most cleaning. I haven't touched the fridge yet. I've also got all my supplies out. I do have a sink full of stuff that I want to wash. But I think tonight I'm going to focus on this and then work my way over here. So I've got Vampire Diaries going. I'm going to get up on my stepladder, clean the tops of the cabinets, the fronts, the insides, the microwave, all of that. I'm not going to do the oven until tomorrow because I want to be able to open the windows and have good ventilation, etc., etc. And I'm not going to do the fridge until tomorrow. But I'm going to do the outside of the fridge, get all the cupboards done, And I didn't get my counter stuff set back up because I don't think its orientation is going to change that much. But this is everything out. It feels like a lot less than what I had in Sulik out. Anyways. My cleaning method is the Go Clean Co cleaning method. I'll link all of her stuff down below. She is the OG for all of this. But essentially, you work top to bottom, left to right, around the room. And you vacuum to get all the dust and stuff up. Then you wet clean. You do not wet clean first. So I'm not totally sure how well my vacuum is going to be able to get up here. So I also have my dustpan and brush. The worst part of this part of the kitchen is that this gets greasy. And because you're not wiping it down every day, like you are with your counter, it's a lot harder to deal with. Because it's greasy dust. Okay, here's the current state of affairs. Everything is still out. Something's wrong with my vacuum. All of the cupboards have been wiped down except for these two, inside and out. But it's 11 o'clock and I'm done for the night. Vacuum battery is plugged in. Hopefully that takes care of things if it gets fully charged. I did get the sink empty and then I scrubbed it with Barkeepers Friend. So it's nice and clean and shiny. And this cupboard was the worst off and it looks great now. And I will see you in the morning. Okay, so I have my liner things, the tray things, and the rings soaking in hot water and dish soap. And once they've soaked for a little bit, I'll give them a really good scrub. You can replace these things, and some of the liner things, I don't actually know what they're called, are really bad. Were really bad when I moved in, so we'll see. Those are the dishes and stuff that I washed last night. I'm gonna wipe this down and wipe down the insides of those cupboards, and then the actual cleaning, except for the cleaning of the oven and inside the fridge and freezer, will be done. I've always known this was an option, or like theoretically known that this was an option, but this oven makes it so easy to get under here to clean. Shut up. Oh my God. All of the like wiping down is done. I still haven't done the fridge. And I've decided I'm not going to do like the oven cleaner. I'll do it in the spring. So I'm gonna look up what these are called. I do think I might need to replace this one. It's quite thin. So maybe I'll take that with me to the store. I need to find a new home for this. I also want to go get a small recycling bin that will fit in here. And then I am going to start putting things back. We'll replace this one because it's really thin. I think it's like corroded. Oh, yeah, we have to replace this one. I literally scrubbed through it. Okay, so I just went to Home Hardware and I actually ended up buying replacements for all of them if they are all the same. And if these holes, I think they will, okay, all work for this. Oh dear, this isn't going to, shit, they don't fit. Well, that was a bit of a fail. Anyways. Ooh, hang on, I need to show you guys. That is tight. I believe that is what you say fits like a glove. Now, I wonder if they make handles with less projection than that.
Oh, well, in that case, sounds like you were just being practical. So did you rat out Ivy too?
What?
You didn't want to deal with her anymore. You wanted her gone. And now she is. You know what? You really should write your opinion.
Enzo turns Ivy, right? A hunter kills her, and yet I'm the bad guy? I'm not the one threatening to turn in other vampires to save his own skin.
The only one who's turned in other vampires is you.
After, oh my god, it's 5:30. Okay, more hours than I thought. Obviously there's clean dishes drying, but the sink is empty. I've got my containers and water bottles up there. My large baking sheets that don't fit in the drawer. This is now like oils, salt, pepper, coffee, like things that I reach for every day. And then I've got my coffee pods and a thing of butter, and then a butter dish, a cream jug, and overflow coffee pods. And then in here, wine glasses, egg cup, these little Texas plates that I got at a thrift market. I had this for years and years and years. I got it in university, like in undergrad, when I literally had like one cupboard because we were sharing a kitchen with like 5 people. So I put my small plates on the bottom, my big plates up top, my little crystal dishes, my vitamins, my bowls. I might get another one of these if I can get one that's shorter, and then I could have my bowls separate, my mugs, glasses, and then some random pantry items. And then up here, and I don't have to move anything to get the cupboard open, is all my baking supplies. And then in here, I've got all of my spices all labeled. None of those random bags anymore. Garlic, honey, pasta. And then this isn't the best, but I've got all of my foil and stuff. So I had it up there where the cereal is, and it was just annoying me. So I've got some rice and chia seeds and other like random things, extra salad dressing that I haven't opened yet. And then this is mostly the exact same, except I put my salad spinner in here. It was in there. My tea is here. I have it in front of my Grilla pan. I don't really use my Grilla pan a lot in the fall winter, but I will drink tea, so I can flip those back and forth. And then this pan was also in there, but got it out. I haven't done the inside of the fridge cutlery. I'm hoping that by putting this at the back instead of at the front, it will slide around less, and maybe that will help with all of this stuff. Tea towels, etc. And then I put my mixing bowls, my rolling pin, and my bundt pan in here, and then my Dutch oven, my waffle maker, and this little microwave omelet maker thing. And then this is all my cleaning stuff and my new recycling bin. Oh, I also, instead of having pens out, I thought I would try having like my whisk and little spatulas and chopsticks and straws and stuff instead.